you're quarantining in a London flat at the moment, is it?
Yeah, that's true. Here I am.
And how's that going for you?
It's going all right. I don't really know what I'm doing, honestly. I just like walk around, listen to some podcasts, like chilling. I said I was gonna cook, but I'm not a very good chef, so I don't think I'll be doing that.
And tell us, like, can you give us like a small bit of a tour of the apartment? Because like I feel like I'm so nosy when I do Zooms at the moment. I'm like, what is the apartment like? Can we see like just behind there? Like, is there anything gorgeous that you love about it or anything like that?
I loved it. It has a huge terrace, but I don't really like the fact that it's raining.
Okay.
So the terrace is like half the size of the apartment. But here I am in the living room. It's honestly so dirty. I have
I'd say it's not that bad. You're just being polite.
It's like, okay, here isn't that bad.
Ooh.
Like here I am chilling watching TV.
That's not that dirty at all.
No, I pushed all the like delivery bags and stuff. I haven't even like gone out with the old food. I'm disgusting. But that's what I'm gonna show you.
But you brought the glamour. Your earrings are stunning.
Thank you.
They're gorgeous.
I love a sparkle.
And I was actually just going to say they're kind of like Beyonce-esque. And I was just doing a little bit of research on you there. And you're a big Queen Bee fan like myself.
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
Like she is just an inspiration.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think no one comes close to her when it comes to performing and just, now it feels like she's just over that whole part of charting and like where am I on the like she makes art now. She's been doing that, but now it's more of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's just in her true essence of an artist because she don't need to care about all that other stuff anymore. Oh my god, you can even hear ding ding ASMR.
I love she marches to the beat of her own drum. That's the way I would kind of describe Beyonce. But do you think that that's because, as you were kind of saying there, like she's able to do that now because she has like years and years and years of success?
Done everything. Like, what is she gonna do? She had the #1. She has the Grammys. She has like the world tour, like all of that. She knows that her fan base, me including, is gonna be there and is gonna support her and root for her in the whole industry. So I think as an artist, if you've been doing this for like 20 plus years, eventually you might come to a point where you're like, okay, this is how I also, as your own person, like how do I still make this exciting? Even though being an artist is versatile, like it doesn't really matter at what level. I feel like artist does a lot of different things. You can do videos, you can be in the studio, you can perform on stage, like all of that. I feel like eventually you might, find something that you want to do on like a bigger scale, like produce a movie that she did or whatever it might be. But yeah, I think all the big stars maybe eventually end up like creating something bigger than like a charting album. But I want to have a charting album.
And I was just about to say, like, where do you compare yourself to when you're talking about Beyonce then? Like, because we're talking about her being in the industry for so long.
Yeah. Sorry, continue. I was just saying I would not compare myself to Beyonce because I have a long way to go. I haven't even released my second album, but it's exciting.
Yes, but also you're like still super young as well. So, I mean, give yourself credit. And you have your new single out called Wow. So for those people out there that haven't heard it yet, tell us a little bit about the track.
Wow is kind of an EDM driven track, very dancey, way more dancing than what I usually do. So it's a little experimental for me. And it's about being with someone that just makes you feel like you are the most incredible thing in the world. And you just want to make their jaw drop and you just want them to say, wow. And because when you look at them, you feel like, wow. And I love that word. I use that word all the time. It's very descriptive without really having to explain it. You know, it's kind of like when you're lost for words and you don't know what else to say. So you're just like, wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. And
Yeah.
like, what would you say to people at the moment that are like, you know, because obviously this year has been such a crazy, weird, strange year. And a lot of people are like, you know, finding it difficult to cope at the moment. So what would you say to someone that isn't having enough wow moments in their life? If you could give some advice to people that are like, oh my God, when is this going to end? Because I need to be back at a festival again. I need to be at one of Zara's concerts up the front, like waving with all these like sweaty people next to me, and just
I miss
like
that.
smell like all the different smells and everything else that's going on, you know, and you just don't care because you're at a concert and you're listening to your favorite artist, and people aren't getting that wow right now. So what would you say to them?
I would say, oh, I don't know who that is. I'm very sorry. I'm gonna turn that off. What would I say to them? 1 second, I'm just gonna enable. There we go. I would tell them, I don't even know what I would tell them, because I feel the exact same way. Like, I miss it so much. I miss being out in a crowd. I miss just hugging people, like shaking people's hands, just living the normal good life. But all I can say is that we're in this together. You are not alone. We're all going through it. That, I don't know if it's like a good or bad thing, but that helps me sometimes when I feel really sad and isolated. I always think like, this is not just happening to me. Like, we are all collectively in this, and hopefully if we just, you know, follow the rules that the government has given out, wherever you're at in the world is a little different. Maybe wear your masks, you know, be respectful, trying to stay in as much as possible, call your family, call your friends, but also don't put too much pressure on yourself that this is like the time where you need to change your life completely, or like get 5 new hobbies. Like, you don't have to do that, even though if you want to and you can, sick. But this is a hard time. Like, I find it really hard. I always struggle when people ask me for like tips for others, because I'm like, I want tips. Like, I want you to tell me what to do. You know?
Yeah, but I think like it's just super relatable anyway, because I feel like nobody has the answers at the moment. We're all just trying to figure out like what exactly we can do to get through this. So to be honest, you started off saying I don't know what to say, and then you I think you said loads that would help everyone. But like, speaking of gigging, like, so do you think that's not on the cards for you for this year, or are you planning something big for next year, or what's the story there?
We might do like a virtual show, you know? That could be cool. Of course, it's not the same thing as being in a live crowd, but it's something. And if we put on like a full show with like dancers and the band, hopefully it's gonna be like enjoyable watching even on the screen from at home. And then maybe produce it a little differently. So yeah, I don't know. That will be a fun thing. But live shows this year, not gonna happen, like for a crowd.
Yes. And then if we're looking for plans for like next year, so the single wow, and then what else can we kind of give as a little bit of a teaser to anyone listening to this interview right now, and they're like, what else does she have up her sleeve?
Well, I am in the very ends of finishing my album, which is exciting, and that's gonna come out this year is the plan. And I'm very, very excited because it's been a long time now. It's been like 3.5 years or something since I released my album So Good. So it's definitely been a long ride, and I'm a little nervous about it, but I think it's gonna be really, really great. I'm super proud of all the songs, and then just excited to keep writing a new track. Like, I'm already in my head, I'm already on like album number 3 and 4. But I'm just really excited for that, for people to hear my new collections of songs, because it was a while ago.
And as soon as travel restrictions are lifted, I'm assuming that the first thing you're going to do is book a tour for Ireland and make sure that you come to Cork first. Am I right?
Of course. It's already in my calendar.
Amazing. Zara, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us today on Red Hits. And thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you.
Oh, thank you so much. Take care. Stay safe.
Thanks, Zara. Bye-bye.
Bye.